Welcome to Red Car. Each episode that we'll be featuring will be about going through this 1984 G-body Porsche 911. It's a 3.2 with a 915 transmission. Truth be told, I am no mechanic. However, there's a ton of stuff that I can do by myself, and that is what each of these episodes will be about. One of the things that I hate about this car are the original analog dashboard lights. So I'm going to be replacing all those bulbs with LED bulbs. Should make a huge difference. Let's get to it. Right now. At night when I'm driving this car, the gauges are very dim. So I decided to replace all of the incandescent bulbs with LED. I went to a website called Car Magic. They provide an entire kit that is completely LED. So the next step will be removing each of the gauges and simply replacing the old lights with the new LED lights. Like just about every other part on this car, the 911 is pretty easy to service. So these gauges were made to just slip right out. They, depending on if they've ever been out before, they may be a little more difficult to remove, but basically they're held in with pressure. Once you have it out, you remove the bulb. Each of the bulbs have a red backing, so you'll know that those are the bulbs. You don't have to pull the wires out, whatever you do, just pull the bulb holder out. Remove the old factory bulb. Very simple. You push in and turn it to the right, and then replace it with a new LED. Slip it back into the slot until it's flush. You're just going to reverse the process and slip the gauge back into place. Push forward with pressure until you can't go any further. And simply just move on to the next gauge. If they've never been out of the car before, you may have to put some tape on the end of a flathead screwdriver and just very gently pry them out to a place where you can pull it out with your fingers. And once again, you're going to basically replace the LED with the LED bulb. On some of these gauges, you can see the LEDs on the side. And the way these bulbs slot in to give the best light, you may have to move them around a little bit, rotate them. Some of them like to be up and down, some like to be horizontal. You'll just kind of move them around to see what looks best and which is giving you the most illumination, and then simply slip that gauge back into its slot. This is the final result. They look amazing. Much brighter. As you can see before and the after, there's just no comparison. And for the money, I think it's one of the best upgrades you can make. It probably took me 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes if you have some issues getting the gauges out. But all in all, I highly recommend it. And I think it's probably the best upgrade you can make for the money. Thanks for checking into this episode. If you'd like to subscribe, click on the button below. And I'll put the details for the LED lights in the description below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you next time.